ignorance, there's people shouting outside. I'm ready. Hey guys, so today I'm coming at you guys with a reaction video. Now, as we all know, there has been a recent passing away of the artist XXXTENTACION. Now, I don't really know how to say it properly. He had a music video that was released basically like 2 hours ago, so I'm really jumping on it quite quick. I wanted to do a reaction video. I was originally just gonna watch it, but then I was like, let me react to it because I don't really have a reaction video on here. So it seems as if the internet has been really like mourning over his death, and there's been very like controversial topics as to why people all of a sudden have an interest in the artist, because people didn't really pay attention to when he was alive. And the thing is, we all know like once someone is dead, people miss them more. People realize your greatness when you're dead. So what can we do? Just like live as if there's no tomorrow, because life is too short. This man was 20 years old, and I'm not far from that age at all. I just want to say, like, right now I'm using a mixture of natural lighting and lighting, because the actual lighting, this one, it wasn't working. My artificial lighting, not that it wasn't working, but it wasn't working for me. I just didn't feel it. But right now my eyes, I can't even see, so when I'm like squinting or whatever, I can't see. Yeah, I'm about to react to this. My name is Gekume. Wait, I just quickly want to research what Gekume means, because I feel like it will give me a bit of insight into what I'm in for. It's in the Urban Dictionary, so it's not really, yeah. A word made by him, meaning a different state or next universe of thought. Interesting. That's what I was thinking. Who do you love? How? Why do you hate? My voice just broke. Okay, this is a so many questions. What's your blood type? Gee. This is clearly a funeral that XXX is walking into. Birth time and place. Gee. He's walking into his own funeral. I've heard that saying before. If you're watching, you're subjected to a segmented piece of creative aura and wishes. Cool. He's in the coffin. So yeah, this is his own funeral. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that he's basically predicted his own death, because considering he passed only recently, like say a week or two ago, I think it was, and this music video, clearly he is in the music and therefore was probably expecting this to happen. So let's see the message that he would have wanted us to hear, knowing that he'll be gone soon. Here's my demand. So the guy in the black cloak, in my perspective, seems to be either, I'm going to guess, a demon, his conscious, or something of superiority to him that is obviously demanding him to do something. He's demanding him to spread love throughout the world, praise and joy unto my name, and change overall cycle of energy we're digesting. We're in need of change. Humans must learn to love. Okay, so the reason why this is interesting is because if you are an XXX fan, which I would expect you to be unless you're just a subscriber and you're just loyal or whatever, he had a lot of videos on social media and he used his platform a lot of the time to spread positivity through messages that he would record himself, you know, saying. So it was really motivational for some people that were going through the same thing as he was, depression, battling demons, etc. Maybe he is trying to show us that there's like this thing in a black cloak is a representation of like what was controlling his mind. Maybe this is his mind in the black cloak, so he's conscious, or a demon.
Not your friend and let go. I'm sorry if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sorry if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah. I'm sad and know, yeah.
He has beautiful eyes. Rocking chair. Time is running out.
I gave her everything, she took my heart and left me lonely. Being broken hearts pretentious, I won't fix up.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this, I feel like I'm in English again, English A level. I hated that subject. Shout out Miss Easton, I hate you. What I'm getting from this is that he's fighting death, or fighting the idea of death, because he's fighting the dead corpse that did come alive in his own funeral. So maybe he's trying to overcome the idea of death.
Won't fix, I'd rather be.
Ooh, he stomped himself out. Took himself out. They do not understand you. Do you not fear? Your worst enemy is yourself, and you seem unbothered. I'm trying to stay in the light, that's why I'm over here, like. You walked your life unscathed. It's your memories that hold you to the person that you were. To the amount of light you can become.
I love you around, but I fuck you.
Okay, so what's happening right now is he's flicking himself using finger gestures to the side, to both sides and whatnot. So he's torturing himself or beating himself up, but I see this as basically he's just controlling himself. And since I see the body that is alive now all of a sudden as negativity and whatnot, I feel like that's a sign of overcoming, and he's basically able to control like that side of him, maybe the depression and negativity, everything. I'm not sure, this is what I'm picking at. And yeah, he seems unbothered, and it said that like, do you not fear? And I feel like now he's maybe like able to overcome that, so he's not scared of death, basically. Does that make sense?
Suicide if you ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah. I'm sad and know, yeah. Something that's afraid to let go. I'm sad and know, yeah. I'm sad and know, yeah.
There are some letters. Oh, and I want her to love all to myself. L-Y Alti. People change, things change, and so did I. As long as the outcome is good for myself and family, I'm not complaining. He was getting all of this like sort of like good attention. Obviously people were trying to, you know, get over his death by saying all the things that he did that were, you know, influential towards like people in depression or in the same similar state as he was. But people were basically also bringing up his past about how he did abuse his pregnant baby mother, and I feel as though that's what the note is basically saying. People change, and so did he, and basically that they shouldn't dwell on the past. Says you have done well battling yourself. Your demon seems to honor your efforts. Are you satisfied? Ooh. Long live Prince X. So yeah, what I said in the earlier part of the clip, that he's battling demons, and his demon is the one that has been basically telling him to do all of this stuff. But would it be a demon if the demon is asking for him to change the world in a positive way? You know what I'm also thinking? There was a crowd hyping him up, and I'm feeling as if though that is representing the social media and everyone around that basically only really saw his how do I say this, his violent side. He abused his pregnant girlfriend, I think, and obviously when he died people did bring that memory back up, but what I'm getting from the audience is that everyone saw his violent side, however they didn't realize that he was actually fighting demons and fighting death and fighting negativity and fighting so many things that were unbearable. That's what I'm getting from this. So people, obviously the smiles on people's faces in this video, or the hyping up, is probably ignorance, a representation of ignorance. There's people shouting outside, I'm ready! It probably represents like ignorance and like sort of like yeah, like ignorance towards the topic of like depression and like how it affects people, like yeah. So guys, that is the end of my video. I just want to say that is actually just my perspective. I've watched this video only once. I wouldn't say that I have a deep enough perspective on the video, just because it's just my first glimpse, which I'm guessing is how all these reaction videos actually go. These types of music videos, I like to watch them over and over again, just so that I can, you know, get anything that I missed out on. Also, because my perspective may just be like wrong, or you know, we don't really know which perspective is right at this point, because of the fact that he can't really provide answers for us as well, because he's not alive here to tell us. We have to get what we get from that video, and this is my perspective. So if anyone has, you know, an opposing perspective or opinions that are maybe similar to mine, or maybe, you know, where I was questioning things and you guys think that you basically have the answer, just comment it down below and I will be in touch. I will be interacting and whatnot. So yeah, like, I don't know if anyone's really going to comment on this video, to be honest. But if you do and you enjoy the video, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see in the future, and also subscribe. Do not forget to put that post notification bell on. That way every single time I post a video you'll be notified and you'll be able to see this lovely face again. Don't you just hate one? No. But yeah, that is the end of my video.